Hello, this is Ricardo. In this video, I am going to explain simple past passive. You can find it on page 119. It's number 2 grammar, simple past passive. So I have a question for you. What's the difference between active and passive sentences? I made this chart so we can tell the difference. Active sentences focus on the doer, and passive sentences focus on the receiver. In other words, the object. So, for example, Diana found a cell phone on a bus. Diana, in this case, is the doer, the subject, is the doer of the action. She found. What did she find? She found a cell phone. In this case, is the receiver of the action, or in other words, the object. Now, in passive sentences, like we mentioned, it's going to focus on the receiver or the object. Now, a cell phone, that in this case was the object, becomes the subject of the sentence. So a cell phone was found on a bus. We're going to move on to the next example. So now in this case, we have the president closed the airport. Who's the doer of the subject? In this case, is the president. What did he do? He closed, right? And what? It was the airport. So this is the object. So the airport was closed. This would be the passive sentence. Now we're going to analyze a little bit the structure. This may be helpful. So in active sentences, we have the doer, in this case the subject, the president, a verb in past, in this case closed, and the object, in this case the airport. In passive sentences, we start with the object, that it becomes the subject. We have was or were, and we have closed. In this case, a verb in past participle. That is a verb in past participle. So, I just want to mention, you need to pay attention that it was or were depends on this. We're going to use was if we use I, he, she, or it, or were with you, we, and they. So, for example, it is the airport, and it would be they if you're talking about in plural, the airports. So now we're going to write this sentence in passive form. So Mario cleaned the house yesterday. In passive sentences, we don't care about the doer. We care more about the object. So in this case, we're going to start with the house. And then, do you remember the structure? The house was cleaned yesterday. Now, one more time. Write the sentences. The dogs, in this case, is the subject, but this is an active sentence. We are focusing on the doer, but we don't care about the doer. We want to focus on the object. So my sandwiches are the object in this case. My sandwiches were eaten. So as you can see, we omit dogs. We don't need them. This is enough. My sandwiches were eaten. Well, thank you for your attention, for watching the video. Should you have any questions, please let me know. This is Ricardo Estrada, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.